Football fans and Bengals fans alike, I'm so excited to be sitting here making this video with positive, good things to say about the Cincinnati Bengals team. It was such an exciting Thursday night football game yesterday, as AFC North matchups typically are. Mike Tomlin is still defeated, no wins in Thursday night football against divisional opponents. Pretty crazy stat line, honestly. It seems to be there is a specific time or specific kind of game that coaches usually struggle in, and this is the one for Mike Tomlin. I do need to give credit where it is due, as much as I absolutely detest the Pittsburgh Steelers. A-Rod is one of the best to ever do it, and he's still got it. He can spin that ball like nobody's business. This game was concerning to start. I was concerned at how quickly the Pittsburgh Steelers did score on the first drive. This defense has been a concern of mine all season, especially the third and long defense, which is absolutely abysmal. This third down defense was 28th in the league going into this game, and for a portion of the game that did not really change, but I'm very impressed with how this defense did respond to adversity in this game. As we're about to see here, the Steelers did get off to a quick start. It is crazy to me how well Aaron Rodgers is able to navigate the pocket and evade pressure at his age, but he's got a nice little dart here to Jonnu Smith, which was great for me because that was the first leg of my two-leg tight end parlay, and this game turned out to be just tight end chaos. It just seemed like tight ends were getting the only targets in the red zone. It was crazy. You get a Jonnu Smith score, a Noah Fant score, Darnell Washington score, Freiermuth score. Just kind of crazy, honestly. The Bengals don't score, and Joe Flacco is sacked to start the game. I do believe, however, he only got sacked twice in this game, if I'm not mistaken. The protection was pretty good. In the first quarter, there were only 4 pressures. And the second quarter, there was only 1. Not sure about the rest of the game stats. I did not track that down, but it was a good game. I am very impressed with how the offensive line performed yesterday. I don't know if this is the most practical way to go through game footage, but I don't have NFL Pro and I can't afford it. So this play specifically out of the gate to start the second quarter gave me so much hope for the rest of the game. That is the longest rush I think that Chase Brown has had going into the season. He ended this game with 108 rushing yards, which is either the same or a little bit more than the last 3 games combined, which is our run game has been non-existent, but this rush here let me know that this was going to be a good game and that there's a lot to look forward to. I mean, if we go back here, let's just take a look at the hole that formed on that rush. I mean, that's just probably the most impressive run blocking I've seen. Every single lineman in a white helmet had their hands on somebody in black and gold, and that just opened up a pocket there for Chase Brown to slip through. He is very elusive, and I mean, most of the season he's been hitting the backfield, so he's gotten really nothing to work with. Marceline is here to help me watch film. Let's take a look at this play. One thing I really appreciate is Joe Flacco's spiral, man, might be the prettiest spiral I've ever seen in all of football. I mean, watch this ball come out quick and decisive. Nice pocket for Joe Flacco to throw here, and he hits Jamar Chase. The first of very many targets and receptions for Jamar tonight. I am pretty sure he ended the game with 16 receptions, which is a franchise record. Who better to have that record than potentially at the end of his career the best Bengal to ever play this position? But on that play specifically, I was really impressed with the offensive line and their pass protection. This ended up being a really good drive. This next play is crazy. The bobbling actually worked in Jamar's favor. If you'll watch here, the spin move out of the bobble actually helped him gain more yardage, which is kind of crazy. A really good focus from Jamar Chase there to bring that ball in. And again, the hole that's being opened up on that play, honestly, so impressive. We got Drew Sample, the best blocking tight end we have on our team, at the bottom of the screen. Even a receiver's out here holding up a corner. I think that might be T. And we even got a blocker out front to lead the way. This is just so impressive to me, honestly. I love seeing this, and it's something we haven't seen all season. And bear with me as I ramble on here. I am pretty new to reviewing film. This is the first film review video on the channel, and I know it'll get better over time, hopefully. hopefully this is entertaining to see. But one note that I have to make about Thursday Night Football, I absolutely adore Next Gen Stats and the top-down view of the game and the insight and input that's provided during those, the stats that are provided. Just really fun. It really elevates the viewer experience for football fans, and I really hope that is something that is rolled out for all NFL games going forward. But Scott Hansen, I love you. Red Zone's still my favorite. But let's move on here. The very next play in the highlights is going to be that Jamar Chase touchdown. I want you to pay attention to where Joe Flacco places this ball, because he's still got it, man. A lot of contact on that play, but Jalen Ramsey gets absolutely torched on this short route. I mean, there's as much contact on his side as there are on Jamar Chase's side. Just a great route, great way to make separation, and Joe Flacco just puts that in an absolutely perfect spot for only Jamar to be able to get to it. If he doesn't, that's an incompletion. And let's just go back for half a second. Take a look at this spiral. I mean, it is one of the prettiest balls I've seen. Pause. But look at that tight spiral in that throw. Just so impressive. Joe Flacco. People forget that he is a Super Bowl champion, and he is a great quarterback. I think this is actually the first of 2 interceptions that Aaron Rodgers threw this game. He did have 4 touchdowns. He did make some incredible throws, but this is one of the 2 interceptions, I believe. Play action. Throwing the ball downfield. Beautiful. Jordan Battle on the interception. Jordan Battle had an incredible game. I really like this guy. He had 3 solo tackles and an interception. He's got himself 2 interceptions on the year, and I'm very impressed with his performance in this game. I will say Aaron Rodgers' reaction to this interception cracked me up. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if he's like, damn, I threw an interception, or he's just like, shit, who cares? That's so funny. He's a really funny guy, and I enjoyed watching him, the Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on the Pat Mack Show, but this run right here was probably his biggest rush of the day. I can't explain to you how happy this made me. The dopamine that hit my brain when this happened. Let's go ahead and watch here. Watch the hole that's opened up for this rush. Nice little spin move, nice little juke. And he gets out to about the 40-yard line here. Just so impressive, man. I wonder if they'll play this back on the highlight, or if I need to go back here. Yeah, we'll have to go back and watch that again. Just watch the pocket and the line open up here. And watching this point, I think this might have been intended to bounce out the outside, but he watched the cutback here to the left side as he gets up the field. Ooh, nice little juke. Ooh, nice little spin. Get off me, Porter. Gets outside to the sideline around the 40-yard line. Just a great rush, man. These 2 rushes combined already had more yards in the last 3 games. Individually, of course, we averaged about 50 rushing yards a game across the last 3 losses. And we're already at this point past that mark, not even at halftime. So this is a great, great drive. And I really want to look at that T. Higgins touchdown near the end here. I mean, T. Higgins absolutely turns on the Jets here, man. I think people underestimate, because he's tall and he's big, how quick this guy is. Watch how fast Joe Flacco got the ball out here. 1,000, 2,000, bang. Right through the middle, splits the defenders and into the end zone for the touchdown. That's 14 unanswered points at this point in the game. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and you'll see here shortly we will get the ball back and we'll put 3 on the board. We'll go over that drive as well. And I know you can't see past the play button. I am using the Windows Media Player. Sorry, not Ball Knower. This is one of the craziest interceptions I've seen this year. This was just, honestly, it was just cool. Like, it was just a cool play. You'll see here as Geno Stone and DJ Turner just collapse on DK Metcalf. Great coverage on DK throughout this entire game. You'll watch as Geno Stone just absolutely pops him, and DJ Turner just takes the ball out of his hands. Just craziest interception I've seen all season. Pop. Ball's taken out of his hands, 2 feet still inbound. They did rule him down on the spot because his knee was inbounds. Just absolutely crazy. We'll just play this back one more time. You can see it even better. Catch, bop, taken out of his hands. Just so insane. And this was incredible. An incredible thing that happened to the Bengals. Out of this play, the Bengals went down the field and they hit a field goal. as time expired and got the ball back after the half. So that just set them up for success. 17 unanswered points at this point in the game. Steelers started 0-10, 17 unanswered. Just great. Moving along, the Bengals get into the red zone. Very close. Great coverage by Jalen Ramsey on this play. Just stretches out and gets that deflection. But the Bengals are able to get a chip shot and go up for 20 straight unanswered points in this game. Now, clearly, I am a Bengals fan, and I don't really intend on watching a lot of Steelers footage through this game. I just want to highlight the things that the Bengals did right today, or yesterday rather. So we're going to move forward here to about the 11:40 mark here in the game. This is where Pat Freiermuth got that touchdown, 17-20 after that throw. One thing I do want to cover briefly is Andre Yoshivas had a great season last season, but so far into week 7 here, he's had some really bad drops. I mean, you can tell the team was playing with really low morale. I honestly believe, a sidebar, Jake Browning was a big reason for the lack of success on the defensive side of the ball. Honestly, man, there's no statistics to back that up. If you don't think your offense has the ability to go down the field and score, you're not going to play with a lot of juice on the defensive side of the ball. There was more life and more grit from this defense yesterday rather, than I've seen all season. And I say that to say Andre Yoshivas, a lot of drops this season, but he did get his redemption. He had a really bad drop early in the game, and he made a really good catch here going down the field that really puts them back in a position to score. I think this is the play where Yoshi gets it down the field. Bomb by Joe Flacco right over the shoulder. Great catch by Yoshi here. Got his redemption, getting us down the field. Can't really ask much more from him for that here. Immediately gets the ball out of his hands again, gets it to our best player. I mean, 16 receptions is just absolutely absurd. That's all we can ask of Joe Flacco. Throw it to number 1, throw it to number 5. That's all we want you to do. That's it. And he understood the assignment. 3rd and goal here, start the 4th quarter. Let's see what Joe does. 1-1000, 2-1000, ball out of his hands. Noah Fant, touchdown. The pickup in the offseason this year. And that was the second leg of my 2-leg tight end parlay. It won me $250. So that's the biggest one I've had in a while. So thanks a lot to number 86 there. I'll get a jersey. And now at this point in the game, we are up 17 to, I believe it'll be 27 after this throw. Yeah, 17-27. Really good kick return by Jalen Warren to get them on our side of the field here. Obviously, open field tackling is not the Bengals' strong suit, so every Bengals fan knows not to turn the game off, not to get too comfortable, because you have Aaron Rodgers on the other side of the field. And I mean, if Freiermuth just had an insane game, I mean, dragging somebody for 15, 20 yards, just absolutely absurd. Red zone throw here, Aaron Rodgers. Darnell Washington. Can you imagine trying to tackle as in the secondary, trying to tackle a tight end who's 6'7", 300 pounds? Like, that's terrifying. Get up here on the 2-yard line. And another tight end score. Like, it's just a tight end game all over the field. It's crazy. But yeah, again, 6'7". Sorry. Yeah, again, this game, very close, very exciting game on both sides of the ball. But we'll go back down here. This is probably my favorite moment in the entire game, other than the Joe Flacco RPO. That was absurd, but this has to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Quick, easy route, bobbled and dropped. He takes the eye off the ball. Joe Flacco's face, I think, was everyone's face after that play last night. Dropped it, so you get 3 on the board here, and we know you give Aaron Rodgers plenty of time, not even down a full score. I mean, the unfortunate go-ahead score, 2nd and 20. Any Bengals fan watching this season has to know not to get comfortable when we hold on 1st and 2nd down, because for some reason, in long yardage situations and on 3rd down, we are horrible at defending. We're just so bad, especially in pass coverage. But this is just an absolute dot by Aaron Rodgers. Just rolls out to his left, flings that, hits Freiermuth right in the numbers. 86-yard touchdown. I mean, on 2nd and 20, just absolutely ridiculous. It just stuns every Bengals fan in Paycor. Just a great touchdown by them. And Kirk Herbstreit said it last night. He said every Bengals fan he knows, it doesn't matter how much we're up by in the 4th quarter. everyone's nervous and everyone's concerned about us dropping the game and losing inevitably. And that has been my experience as a Bengals fan for the last 27 years. So, as we know, that didn't happen. We're down by 1 point, with a little bit left to go in the game, and we did not crumble. And this has been, through this video, what I've been most excited to cover. The Bengals game-winning drive. I think they said overall, Joe Flacco has led they're 26 all-time in game-winning drives, game-leading drives. Don't remember the exact number that he has, but here we go, starting on our 30-yard line. 1,000, 1,000, gets the ball out. Great throw on the out route to Jamar Chase. He's targeting the best player in the field, and that's all we wanted. I don't know what Jake Browning was so allergic to throwing to Jamar Chase. 1,000, 1,000, bang. Jamar Chase comes across the middle of the field, about a yard up. Good, easy pass, staying in bounds. Beautiful. I'm sorry, not staying in bounds, stopping the clock at 1:52. They're trying to keep the clock rolling because they know Aaron Rodgers is capable of anything. 2nd and 8, 1,000, 1,000. Beautiful lob. T. Higgins down the field, slides at the 6-yard line. Just a beautiful, selfless play by T. Higgins, man. I can't imagine how many young players would take that into the end zone and give Aaron Rodgers plenty of time with the ball. But just a beautiful heads-up play by T. Higgins to have the wherewithal to know to slide down. He's not padding his stats. He's doing what he has to get the team the win. And Jalen Ramsey gets burned again, which I love to see. Game-winning field goal, held my breath, almost passed out. But the Bengals come away with the divisional win against our rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just a beautiful all-around game. Barrett Carter, 8 tackles. Jordan Battle, 3 tackles, interception on that side of the field. Joe Flacco, again, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 16 receptions, 161 yards and a touchdown. T. Higgins, 6 receptions, 96 yards and a touchdown, which could have very easily been a few more yards and a second touchdown. But there wasn't really a plan for this video, just some stats, just covering some things that I really like to see with this game. I hope you enjoyed this kind of content, kind of a recap video going through what happened yesterday. I really enjoyed making it. Again, this is Chance with Cover 2 Sports. If you want to see content like this in the future, drop a comment, leave a like, and let us know. Have a fantastic weekend, and let's get ready to watch more football.